friends. Today I thought we would do a 2025 favorites as an artist, just creative, crafty person. And let's just start, okay? Let's start because I'm really excited to show all of you what I've been loving this year. Also, I'm going to be trying to knit and talk at the same time because I'm trying to finish this hat for Peter. I made 2 of these beanies or like winter hats for my parents, and I don't think they're watching this video, for Christmas, just a last minute addition to the Christmas gift. And then I'm like really addicted to this. It's a Passionate Kelsey pattern, so now I'm just making one for Peter. So first thing is acrylic paint. I've been really into acrylic markers for my sketchbook, and then just acrylic paint in general for larger canvas paintings. And I did a painting, I think you could see back there, of like a dagger, and I'm just, honestly, I love it. So I need to scan it and then, or take a photo, scan it if I can. I don't think it's going to fit in my scanner, so probably just take a photo and then kind of clean up the photo and then make it into a print. Or I was thinking even like a little vinyl sticker would be nice. I can even add like holographic vinyl to it, or laminate to it. And this is turning out to be kind of hard for me to talk and knit, but you know, practice makes better, okay? The next thing would be this pencil sharpener, which I've had for like a year or 2 now. I really like it, especially for working with colored pencils. I'm like constantly sharpening my pencils. I do use a, what do you call, not just some type of blade, you know, to make it really, really pointy, but like just on the go, it's nice to have. Or keep it in my Toyo Toolbox, which is another favorite of mine. I did show it in a previous video, but I really like it. I tend to do, I obviously do art and draw and journal in my studio up here, but then at night I'll bring down supplies and journal downstairs so I could just, you know, be with Peter and then like watch TV together, watch movies. So that is really helpful. Another thing for art related would be this pencil. I'm probably going to just put these up. I would have been starting to put it up on the side of the screen, but this eraser, I think it's a Tombo eraser. If not, I'll correct it on the screen. But I really like it, especially if I'm drawing at a smaller scale, you know, in my sketchbook, and I just need something to get like fine detail erasing. So that is super helpful. I used to use it a lot in bullet journaling back in the day. I've had it for years, and you can buy like refills and stuff. So that's really nice. Also, I like the color, you know, it's fun. Let's see. What's another favorite? Another favorite of mine would be, I have everything on my desk, you know, I wrote a list on Notion too, but another favorite that's more, I guess, business related or like content making related is the portable external SSD thing, SSD drive. And I like it because I film on the DJI Osmo, and it's in 4K, so it's a lot of gigs, and it's just nice to have everything on there, and instead of having it on my computer. The only thing I need to figure out is, you know, when you want to eject the drive, the erase is right underneath, and every single time I see it, I get a little scared. So I need to figure that out. I don't know if you can actually change that, but we'll see. Yeah, but I find it super helpful. I get really bad about my file storage. I tend to just end up having everything on my desktop because I'm like, oh, I need to finish it now. I'm working on it. I don't want to think about how to organize it on my computer. But now having that, it's just a little bit easier, and then I'm kind of taking more time to figure out where I'm putting it on the drive, and it's just, I don't know, it just keeps my computer looking a lot better than having every single picture, every single video on my desktop, because that's not nice. I think the last two things that I find super, super, like, probably the most helpful or the most favorite things of mine that I've been using this year would be this, it's like a, it's not a bucket, it's really an organizer, like a caddy, but it's pretty big. I almost kind of want a smaller one, but when I'm using it, it's always like, oh no, this is a great size. I was using it originally for like cleaning supplies, to like organize everything for like cleaning the shower, cleaning the bathrooms, and I had multiple of them per room. But I thought, you know what, let's use it for paint water. Because I was using mason jars and like all these jars, and you know, sometimes you just need like the initial washing of your paintbrush, so it's like really, really dirty, and then you go to the next one, then you go to the next cup of water to wash it out, and it kind of gets your table a little bit messier just because you're like moving your brush from cup to cup in a way. So I found this really helpful. I'd probably want a smaller one, but as of right now, it's definitely been a favorite of mine. I just like, I'm in no rush to get a smaller one. It would just be nicer because it would fit in my Caddy, which is the next favorite. I've been really liking having this Caddy. It's originally from, yeah, it's from Michael's. I was originally using the one next to it, which is from IKEA, but the IKEA one's like half the size. And for some reason, the wheels like always fall off of the IKEA one. I don't know if it's just like I've had it for years, or I'm not sure, because I constantly am trying to tighten the wheels, you know, but I just don't want anything on my paint, like painting caddy, to fall, especially if something's like wet or has water, or, you know, I don't need that to fall. So I switched it to the Michaels one, which I already had. I was originally using the Michaels one for my planning and journaling, but I thought, you know, I kind of need more room with the painting one, so I switched it to that. And last but not least, it's my traveler's notebook and my Hobonichi Cousin, which I've mentioned in other videos. I really, really like them. I like that I can be creative in them. Well, these two are more for actual planning, but I use the Hobonichi Cousin for planning my business. The Traveler's Notebook I use for just regular planning, but I love that I can put stickers and washi tape, and yeah, can just have a lot of fun with it. And I'm trying to check, did I do this wrong? I did mess up. Okay. I am going to fix that. Another favorite of mine would be my Baggu cloud bag. I think it's just the regular or small. I'll have to look it up and I'll put it on screen. But I use it every single day. And even though it's meant to be like a travel carry-on bag, I use it for all of my planners and journals. So, or like my sketchbook, I'll put in there too. And then with the Toyo, it's easy for me to go up and down the stairs and bring all my art supplies and my crafting supplies. And I find it to be really nice because I don't want to just keep carrying all these loose bits and bobs up and down the stairs with, like, you know, the paint markers and all this stuff. So I find it really helpful, and it keeps it all compact and easy to carry around. Plus I do like that Baggu material is like that nylon material. So having two huskies, I don't have to be annoyed and constantly like lint rolling the bags I'm using to get their fur off. So that's really nice too. It's just, I really like this bag, and I know it might seem a little excessive and huge, but I like to bring my sketchbook and my planners and journals downstairs, And yeah, so I like to have everything with me and able to move around the house. So that's just another little thing I like to have for all of my supplies. So yeah, those have been my favorites. Nothing too crazy, but I've really been finding these things helpful for me, and I love that I get like excited to work with the acrylic markers or the acrylic paints. I'm just like finding a new passion for it, just getting excited by it. So, yeah, those have been my favorites, and I hope you enjoyed. Definitely let me know in the comments what your favorites have been this year. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you in my next video.